story is imaginary, but it is based on several real incidents. The story came to me in 2015 when the early rebels first attacked around the city of Taz, and there were a lot of images being posted on social media of Tazi men, young men, old men, going through very difficult situations, crossing mountains that has landmines, crossing roads that are full of snipers, and it was so shocking to me that this does not shock the world, that in 2015, people have to go through deadly situations to smuggle the very basics of life: water, food, medicine, and furthermore, there was a story that came out also in 2015 about Houthi rebels escaping war, escaping battles because they were lied to. They were told that they were going to fight the Saudis, or they were going to fight, the infidels, and then they realized, oh wow, we're in Taz. And so what I thought about was, what if we have two young Yemeni men, one from Taz, one from the north, a Houthi rebel, who just crossed path. One is driven by the desire to survive, escaping a battle, and the other is driven by the drive to survive, going to seek water and food. And that's when the idea started. And I've always been interested in the notion of survival and people going to what extent are we willing to go to survive. So yeah.
Thanks.
That's where the idea came from.
Thank you.
Somebody else has any question or comment?
Maybe I have some.
Yeah, feel free to go.
Yeah, I feel free. So thank you very much for the very interesting movie. It was really emotional. Yeah, so I was almost trying to cry. It's a bad story. So my question regarding the promotion or the effects and the influence of the movie, to what extent do you think it made a positive or a negative impact in a political organization or cultural like this one? Thank you.
Thank you. Well, the reception of the film has been a mixture of positive and negative. We were actually unable to get the film into many festivals because the festival curators thought this was too political. I don't think I don't think anything is too political if it's real. I was told many times to delete the chanting of the Houthis. I was told many times to alter some scenes so that I don't portray the Houthis the way I do, but I don't make films the way people want to see it. I make films the way I see life from my perspective and the way I want people to see it. And I think every filmmaker and every artist has to have a statement to life. His story, her story need to have a statement, and that is my statement.
Should I take the microphone? Hello everyone. Hello Your Excellency. Hello all the friends who came from Yemen. Thank you for your wonderful film, for this opportunity to be part of this wonderful community. I was very touched, and the special point that actually touched me was the woman in the last scene, and it represents actually a lot. And we know that also in Islam the role of women is very big, and they say that the paradise lies beyond the feet of women. And so we believe that the love is the power that would create peace again, everywhere or not. So is it the message that you would also like to send, or maybe you would like to comment this last scene and the role of women, the role of love in the society, so that you have people in it?
song, but throughout the film, this is a story about trust versus distrust. Had Umar and Ali trusted each other, I think they would find a better way to survive for both of them. It is about love and trust. And just because the story has a bleak ending, it doesn't mean that the message itself is there. I think that the message is about, coming together and working together to survive. For the women, it is true that we talk about war, we talk about death, we talk about casualties, we talk about losses, but we don't talk about, especially in Yemen, and a community where a lot of the women are not prepared to go out and work. They have been kept and in the and therefore they become so dependent on men. Not that this is true, but this is a consequence of the reality that women in Yemen live in. And I wanted to show that this woman is not alone. She lost her husband, and now she lost her kid, and she is an old lady who probably won't be able to work. And the reason in the song we would always cut to a white shot is because we want to show her lonely, we want to show her isolation. And that's also the reason why every time we cut to the room, we cut to a smaller frame. And the film is white frame, and then we cut to a smaller frame, and that's to put her in this box, to put her in this prison cell that is her house.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi. So quick question, I want to know, for you as an artist, creating this movie, did it have any emotional effects on you, or how did you deal with it, like emotionally and mentally? I just want to know how you process these thoughts and these harsh realities. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. That's actually a very good question. Thank you. For me personally, every project or story that I work on, I have to be emotionally driven. I have to be curious about it. And this did affect me emotionally because writing this story, I was thinking so much about, I know I'm someone who will not survive in a battlefield. I'll probably just die from fear. So I was just imagining, how could I survive in walking in a mountain that is surrounded by snipers, that is full of landmines, war is happening around me, and it's terrifying. And people who are not in Yemen or don't live in a country that's undergoing war take life for granted. I live in Los Angeles, and it's safe. I can drive at 2 a.m. and nothing happens. And we tend to take this for granted. But living in that situation, living in guys, is very terrifying, and that does affect me emotionally. But also the fact that you live your life in paranoia. You are paranoid. You don't trust anyone, even the people who look like you, the people who speak your language, the people who are from your own country. It's not a very good way to live.
Yousef Assabahi, Ambassador of Yemen here. I would like really to thank you. We have all people are here, and here is an emotional film. Really enjoyed it. At the same time, really it's in a very hard messages.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully you will learn from it. Thank you for this, and really we are hoping to hear more from you and more from us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
If somebody else has any question, is free to
continue, but we have to leave because we have to.
Yeah, I know. Thank you very much.
I apologize for my English. I study in Germany, so I forget all the English. But I have Actually, my name is Omar, and I can imagine that someone like me maybe have this situation in his own country. I live in my country in the time of the revolution. I didn't get anything language at the time because at the time it was everything's more easier than now. And it was very tricky that you show us that the both of sides are victims, actually, in my opinion, because there is a small group of peoples like Lord of Wars who got credit for keeping this war continue. Both of sides has families, like Umar mothers is have a big grave and sad. I can imagine that the mother of the Ali also had a big grave about her son. So it's very tricky, but because sometimes we try to separate the two sides and make one of them the pure devil and the pure good things. What's the most sad things in this story that when maybe in another situation they can be friends, maybe more than friends, and in this very bad situation where someone holding his life in his hands, they continue to be friends and try to trust each other. So what the message for me is that I think after the war is ending, we still all people from Yemen, we still are like one country, one nation. So it will not long forever that we hit others. So this is the message, and this is very important.
Actually, thank you so much. And by the way, your English is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Well, first of all, regarding the message, I don't control how you perceive the film, right? As a filmmaker, my job ends when the film, when I finish making the film. The moment the film is on the screen, my job has ended. The way you see the film, the way you interpret the message, it's art. It's not rocket science. Everyone perceives the film the way they perceive it, and it's all valid, and there are all good reasons to perceive the film. That's one. Two, when we were in the cave, and they played with the song by Al-Qassam, they both know the poem. They were singing it together. What does that mean? They have a lot in common. They can connect. Music connects them. And of course, they are both victims. We showed Ali sad. We showed him talking about his fears. We showed him talking about his desire to live. He was yelling at Umar, I'm alone. I want to go home. I want to survive, right? And that's why every time we saw, we did not show the snipers. We did not show the snipers' faces. We did not show the Houthis' faces because the message is, again, the real enemy is unseen. We don't see the real enemy. We are not, Ali is not the enemy. Ali is a victim as much as Umar is a victim. And have they been able to trust each other, to work together, they would have survived.
So hello Yousef, it's me, Rosie, not used to Skype. Hi. So first of all, thank you very much. I've seen the movie already before when you sent it. It was a Saturday morning and it was really touching for me as well, as it captured really, as you said, I felt like if there was trust, more trust between them, he was alive, so to say now, and his mother was not like that. But what I wanted to ask you is actually more of your perspectives and not how we perceive it. Who was your target audience when you created this film? You created this film in an English language, in Arab subtitles, yeah? And who are you calling for, so to say? Who is your target audience, and who you wanted to reach, and which message you wanted to reach out? Because I think that your film was not your main target audience was not literally maybe the Yemen people, or was it?
Well, I don't make my films for a particular target. I think there are layers So the room has so many details that only someone who lived in Yemen, who lived in an old house, can understand, can feel, can relate to. But again, there are so many details that Yemenis know and take for granted that someone who's not Yemeni will understand. So the film was made for someone in Berlin to watch and understand it as much as someone from Yemen to watch and understand it. The language one, it was not a choice. I do not prefer to make my films in a foreign language. If I'm making a film in America, then it should be in English. If I'm making a film in Yemen, it should be in Arabic. But because I was shooting the film in the States, and because finding actors who speak Arabic was really hard, I was forced to shoot the film in English dialogue. So, and if you notice, the dialogue, it's spoken in English, but doesn't sound English. People in America or in the UK don't use the phrase "I'll shoot you in the neck." You know, that's not something that they do. That's more Yemeni. That's more Arabic. So the dialogue was written in Arabic and then translated into English so that we can accommodate the fact that we don't have Arabic-speaking actors.
So if I may add to this point, I think she pointed to the same point that I already talked about. So what was the goal of the movie? It is to get into the business of movies or to deliver such messages to a large audience around the globe? Or are you planning to make a following films to deliver clear messages which could have some influence and impact on the political level or to have some movement?
I wanted to ask
stop.
the same question.
To stop.
I wanted to
Yeah.
rephrase it. Do you see yourself a social activist or a filmmaker? Or are you...
Or you would like to
I don't know,
contribute?
but do you see yourself as a social activist?
Earlier, I see my films as a statement. I see my art as a statement, and all of the films that I've made 2 short films so far, and I have written scripts. All of them are social impact stories, politically oriented, motivated. Especially if you're living in Yemen, I mean, if you are Arab, you have to be politically involved. This is the time to be politically involved. This is the time to have a statement. And I don't think being neutral at these times is the greatest or the best decision one a man or a woman can make. I do plan to make feature films. I have a few ideas for feature films. And just the sad thing is I cannot go back to Yemen and make something political because you're not going to make everyone happy. In Yemen, it's not, I mean, the complications in Yemen make it very hard to make a work for them. But yeah, I mean, the journey has just started and there's so many things that I want to do.
So my last question, have you got some invitations from special organizations that have to deal with, I don't know how to say, which have some influence in stopping the war or in this kind of direction, because the film has to do with the politics, of course. It's in one direction or
more
another.
the human touch in it,
Yes.
the humans behind the political.
Hopefully there's events like these that we can get more screenings of the film and more organizations will approach us and yeah, I mean I am extending an invitation. If any organization would like to screen the film, they can contact me and we can screen it. I would love to also, to get as many people as possible to watch the film and if not get the political message, just get the human story and just learn about what's really happening in Yemen and just get to relate to the struggles of Omar and Ali.
Yes, please.
Is it available online?
Not yet, and we have some deals with streaming services, so it probably will not be public for free anytime soon. It's going to be on some streaming services where you have to subscribe to watch the films.
Hi, I'm Nika. I'm from the volunteer TV Alatra from the international online TV. And I question myself, and this is the question that I want to ask you, because I actually question myself how can we let it happen, because it's much more than the movie, it's our reality that we live in. Thank you very, very much to bring up this issue, because we don't see it, and we let it happen. And I question myself how we can live with this responsibility, and what shall we do with it, because my responsibility doesn't end with the end of this movie. This is what I want to bring and ask all of us what we're gonna do with this, how we want to create a new society, a new reality for the security of people all over the world. We all agree that in this case we are all equal and deserve security and peaceful environment.
Okay. I agree.
But it was a question to all of us. It was a question to all of us. Now we ask you not as a filmmaker, maybe as an individual, a Yemen individual that we see, of course, that you care. You care, of course, about your people. It's normal, and you try to cross us a message. These are my people. This is what is going on. Also, of course, to the Yemen people, look at yourself. This is what is going on, but also to us. This is what is going on. So this is a question as an individual. How do you think that we as individuals, not countries, not nations, because sometimes maybe there should be, to cross the borders of the nations and the political arguments and so on. If you see, maybe in your vision, you are a field director, you are very creative. Do you see somehow in your vision how this could, how we could get out of this situation if the citizen international community can play a role in that?
Well, I believe we all can. It's the thing is, life is so complex in the way that we cannot get very complacent about. We cannot have so much trust in the political system, in the governments, in the company, But you're also busy. You have your own life, your own family, you have your own commitments, and this can make it very hard for you to keep up with all the issues in the world. However, I do think we are in time where the world hasn't been any closer. We are very close. There have been global demonstrations for climate change, which is amazing. There has been we just have to we have to go bold. It's like you can't complain, but when it comes to the election or anywhere in the world, you have to go and vote. There are a lot of people in America and Europe that run for offices that preach this message, that say, hey, we need to be one, we need to go out and vote for them. This is the most basic way of changing the world, of creating the world that you want to see. But also, you have to stay connected, you have to stay informed, you have to read a lot, you have to watch the news, you have to, it takes a lot. It's not easy to create the world that we want to create, especially that I read a book a few years ago, in the book it was saying that we are not the strongest species because we are nice. Humans are not the strongest species because we're just nice people. No, we are the strongest species of all species because we're ruthless and evil and harmful. And for us to have evolved to this day as humans, to say equality, to say human rights, it's great, we keep evolving, but we have to do much more. We have to do much, much more. And also, speaking about doing that, we have to support art. We have to support the
that the Yemen people between themselves, you know, if they decide, you know, regardless from the political argument from above, do you think that they are strong enough and they are clear enough in order to come themselves to be united?
Well, I think this is an oversimplification of the issue. It's very, very complex, and I mean, people of any country can do anything. You cannot control them of any country, and we have gone. This is not the first time we go through this in Yemen. Ever since 1928, we have been going through revolutions and coups and political unrest. It's not the first time, and it is, these experiences will accumulate, and I am very optimistic. I grew up during the Arab Spring. I am the son of the Yemen Revolution, and I think we are on the right track to getting the Yemen we want. It's just that we need to be a little more resilient and stronger, but I don't think it's as simple as Yemeni people can get together and because we cannot isolate the Yemeni people from the influences of the bigger governments and entities. It's just not how it works. However, I do think it's slow, but I'm very optimistic in my generation at least that we can do a lot of things.
Thank you very much. So, no further questions. Only questions.